What's up, guys? Jesse Crutch here with Jones Sport Fishing with your Upper Columbia update for the week. Hey, just want to jump on. Just got done pouring rain here, and I know that many of you guys are probably concerned on whether the fish are still here or not here, but I assure you they're still here. They've been here all week. It rained a little bit the other day. And until the temperature in the Okanagan gets below 70, those fish are going to be here. So likely, even with a little bit of rains and thunderstorms that we've had, those fish are going to stick around well into the end of August. So don't worry about coming over. You should still be able to get on fish if you make that trip. You can go on, I think Barry on some of these forums and stuff posted a link to the temperature gauge there at the Okanagan at Malot. If not, just search that one, and you're looking for it to be below 70 degrees. That seems to be the threshold that keeps these fish here, and if it stays consistently above that, there's nowhere for those fish to go. It's basically fatal for them to go up that river. So they'll stick around out in the pool until that point, so it should stay good fishing until then. I actually haven't been out in the pool a whole lot over the last week, with taking a little bit of time off, and then actually just been taking people king fishing. That's been kind of my focus the last week or so. There's been a bunch of kings around, whether it's at Pelican, Bridgeport, below Brewster, or down at Chelan or Wells. There is kings to be had everywhere you look around here. And honestly, I like pulling on big fish, and a lot of my clients do as well. So the other day we went down, and I had two people, so it was kind of a small group, but we went down and we were done with our kings in 2 passes. So we loaded the boat up and headed back up to Brewster and knocked out our sockeye real fast, and that was it. So yeah, so there's a lot of opportunity if a guy doesn't want to come over and just sockeye fish. You can go, do a day king fishing, or knock out your kings early, and go up and, grind some sockeye out. I do know as the day grows longer with those sockeye, they do get a little more skittish as that, sun gets high. It kind of pushes the fish a little bit deeper a lot of times, and makes them a little bit more skittish because they can see your gear a little better. So some things that I do to kind of, target those fish that are a little bit more skittish is I'll actually drop down to just 2 double single hooks with a tiny piece of shrimp sometimes, or I will play with my depths. Typically, unlike a lot of people, I tend to stay shallow with my depths, running in that 23 to 28 feet on 4 ounces. But as kind of the bite gets a little tougher, I might chase some of those fish down a little bit and see kind of how they're reacting. If I see those fish deep, I'm not afraid to drop down to 35, 40 feet with 4 ounces, 45 sometimes even if I need to. But more or less, I try to just run my gear right over the top of their heads. So that should hopefully help you guys pick some of those fish up. Again, like I've mentioned in other posts, staying on those fish. So when you guys see big groups of fish, especially big groups of fish that are active, turn around and staying right back in those groups as you see that they're kind of leaving, or you see guys around you that are catching them and you aren't. Flip them right back around and going back over them will kind of help pick up a few more, especially as that bite gets tougher. So that's it for this week. We got a few more trips here on the books. I'll be done the end of next week, so I'll try to get another video up for you guys next week, but only a few more over here. But that doesn't mean that the fishing will stop. I know you can fish this well into September if you're looking for kings. I know some guys over here that fish that Chelan Fall stuff and wells well into that September, and then transition right down to the reach or potentially to the confluence. So if you're a guy that likes to fish salmon, there's tons and tons of opportunity over here through the end of the month. So don't be afraid to come over or book a trip with us, on one of the last few days that we've got here, or we'll start down on the confluence. I'll start down at the end of this month down there, and I know Kyle and Barry will be over beginning of September after they're done in Astoria. So leave any comments or anything for us there in the comments below, and questions for us, and we'll look to see you guys on the water.